Alrighty, so first off, always first off, Donny Cates. It's a new Donny Cates book this week. You know what's going to be on my list. And it's not even just a Donny Cates book, it's a Donny Cates Thanos book. What? I thought Thanos ended at number 18, but nope, this here is Thanos Legacy number 1. It's just a one-shot that's going to be connecting Infinity Wars Prime and Infinity Wars, the whole countdown stuff that Jerry Duggan's doing. Jerry Duggan also has a co-writing credit on this, but this is a Donny Cates thing. Jerry Duggan's name's only on this because it's kind of an Infinity Wars tie-in, so Jerry, get out of here. This is the Donny Cates spotlight happening, and this is a big spotlight. You got a first appearance in here, not of new characters per se, but of a new team of a Guardians variety of the Galaxy type. It's a new Guardians of the Galaxy is teased at the end of this. They had a big press release back on Monday, so I can spoil that. But this is, it's going to be a speculation issue, of course. You know, Donny Cates is Mr. This $4.99 cover price book is going to be worth $6 in a week, so I got to go buy it quality. So go get Thanos Legacy number 1. It's not just a good book, but it's a good investment. Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, we've got As Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 that came out this week by Cullen Bunn. Now, that announcement a couple months ago made me just think, I don't know what his play is writing an Asgardian book. But and then the cover by Dale Keown, not too big on Dale Keown, is a classic, and it's quality art, but the cover didn't really sell me. It's a little too golden for me, which is a little weird because I like gold. I like gold a lot. But after I read this, ooh bubby, this is Matteo Loli's interiors on this are absolutely beautiful. It is a complete curveball from what this cover was selling me on, and I love the dynamic of Thunderstrike, Throg, the Destroyer, Valkyrie, Angela, and there's a secret member of the team, the person piloting the Destroyer. And boy, it is a... What was that word I just used? Curveball? Well, it is a curveball like ×2. Because this is a good Asgardian return of a character we haven't seen in a little while. And it's a little emphasis on the word little on that. It's very cool. And I'm excited to see this go, hopefully longer than 12 issues. Because I saw we got Mike Del Mundo is on interiors in like issue number 3 or something like that. And boy, that is my jam. But excited to see where this is going. This was a good start. You should check that one out. All right, so from DC, we've got a new issue of Batman out this week. And it's a special issue of Batman. Because here we have Matt Wagner on interiors and nice cover. Grendel's Matt Wagner on that. And it's a step away from the the Mr. Freeze arc that we just got, Cold Days. That was a very, not long, but those 4 or 5 issues really felt drawn out because it was a big court case. It's 12 Angry Men. You're supposed to feel drawn out by the end of the arc in it. This is a very good restarting point for a new, I think this is only going to be a 2-issue arc, but this focuses on the relationship between Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson, because something happens next issue that is very say detrimental. Something big happens with Nightwing. We've seen the cover to Nightwing 50, I believe, that was just leaked today or yesterday, and he's got a scar in the side of his head that looks like something like surgery, or he had brain damage or something. The scar's in the shape of a little Nightwing emblem, but his next arc, starting with I think issue 50, has very big repercussions for what happens in the next issue of Batman. So this is on the list because it's a very clean slate setup to something that's going to happen to Dick Grayson that is terrible next issue. And boy, I can't wait. So here we have the new issue of Justice League by Scott Snyder. And who is Jim Chung on interiors again? What? It's almost like it took him 6 issues to come back and finish 1 issue. But hey, he had the first issue of the arc, and now he has the last issue of the arc. So it's a nice Jim Chung sandwich. I think George Jimenez will be back on it soon. I kind of hope so, because I was used to that for 5 issues, and now we're back to Jim Chung. I'm not complaining about Jim Chung. I mean, I love Jim Chung. I just wish he was more consistent and could keep up with this on this every 2 weeks, because it would be magnifique if I could see that much Jim Chung in my life. But I'll take... he's not even doing covers on 2-in-1 anymore from Marvel. And all right, I was going to say I'll take covers on certain books, but I think he's still on covers for Justice League. I know the next arc, The Drowned Earth, Francis Manapul takes over for covers, but shoot, I'll take Manapul over Jim Chung any day. I love Manapul so much. But this issue wraps up the Totality arc, and it sets up Drowned Earth, and it kind of sets up the Wonder Woman Justice League Dark Witching Hour. Very, very low-key, but you see our first glimpse into it in this issue here. Oh, and we get two big returns of one villain returning and one hero returning. One is a Golden Age hero, and one is a whatever you would call the current age. I'll just say it's a Metal Age villain. If you've seen the solicit covers for some future issues, you might know who it is. And I won't spoil that. You can look it up yourself. But it's very, very metal. And now, last up, we have a new Image #1, everybody, by Scotty Young and Aaron Conley. This here, Bully Wars. The cover A and cover B look very, very similar. This is the cover B, the Scotty Young cover, but you can be confused easily with that cover A by Aaron Conley because they both look so great. Their art styles are very, very similar, but I like that Scotty Young has taken the writing credit. I think Conley does have, some sort of writing input on the book, but it is Scotty Young. He's at the reins himself, but it feels different with a Scotty Young story and somebody else's art that looks like his art a lot, but nonetheless, we have a nice story about middle schoolers going into high school. This is back to school time, so what a better time for a book about going to new school. And the middle schoolers rising up into the 9th grade think, oh, it's going to be a good time. I just have to avoid the bullies. And then what do you know? The #1 bully from their middle school shows up at their high school, but he's not the top dog anymore. There's bigger bullies in high school now, and those bullies have an event called the Bully Wars that they crown the king of bullies every single year, and now the nerds and the middle school bully have to work together to win the Bully Wars. And this is a very, very nice start to this series, and I hope that it lasts longer than 12 issues, and if it doesn't, I hope they say it'll be a mini-series soon, because I like this a lot, and I want to see more of it. I need more Image books in my life. I need more Scotty Young. You need more Scotty Young. Go get it. Alrighty, gang, so that does it for my top 5 books that I liked that came out on September 5th, 2018. Be sure to go give the old follow, likey, smash button to Brotastic Nerdom on all of these here media platforms here, or linked down below. And while you're at it, go like Comic Kings on Facebook, or go follow Comic Kings VB on Instagram. Do us a solid. We'll do you a solid, and I'll tell you about more good books. I'll see you next time. Bye.